I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. All right, guys. You know I play around a lot. Here we go. The seriousness of it all. Scamming has been going on for so long. People using people, people needing to make better choices. We were all trying to understand why the offshore accounts have been placed by stealing money. This couple, same couple, behind the scenes doing so much dirt. This couple is going to have to go down for so many different things. Why is that I have to keep saying the same thing over and over again? You got a couple who's basically together just to make money. It's a business deal. There's no love there. You got people who came together and collaborated to unalive an old woman. She's such a sweet old lady. Grandchildren or grandchild and wife. You try to figure things out and you say, you know what? This person would never do that. Yet that person didn't think twice about it. They said, you know what? She's getting old. We need the money. Hey, let's do it. And that's what they did. You see, it's really funny and ironic. Sometimes we sit around, we get upset. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I've always been a very sensitive individual. And that's been looked at as weakness. But I found out that it's a strength. Could you believe it? In our world, there are so many different laws that have been broken. People following me, sitting right next to me on the train, taking pictures of me, videoing where I'm going. I mean, really, this is straight out of 007. I used to love that show too. That movie. Every version of it almost that I was able to see once I became of age, because, you know, we're not allowed to see certain things. But it's just amazing to me when I look back, you know, being the younger or youngest in the family and observing so much. You know, my Aunt Shirley was very upset, you know, with my Aunt Cynthia when she was pregnant. So her daughter ended up being just like Cynthia. More ways than I thought she could ever be. Just like my mother figure was upset with Anna. So look who she ended up looking like. You know, it's amazing to me how no matter how many times I say danger or I say warning comes before the fall, and people still do the same thing, still meeting up on Saturday, still making all of these different judgments on an individual. You're not gonna find proof, because I don't do those type of things. You know, I've never been that type of person. That's the reason why my sister said what she said. She said, so because they're family, they can get away with everything? And then she decided she wanted to be a part of the game. Everyone wants to play the game. You know, when I was growing up in the Bronx, you know, Yonkers is part of the Bronx too. It was just a nicer part of the Bronx when we moved there. But let's go back. In the Bronx, I used to play this jump rope game. And if you didn't get into that rope on time, you were out. And you hated being out because everybody else got to stay in the game while you got to watch. Well, the world is going to watch so many individuals go down because all that they did in collusion to try to hurt and unalive an innocent bystander, all in honor of the money. People knew who I was before I did, and they took total advantage. People who I said, that man, that's my cousin, that's like my sister. Nope, nope, nope. That person smirked while you said those words. They didn't agree with that. You see, sometimes we're going to have, let's just put it this way. We're all going to have to learn that the same way that you look at a person and you see them going through pain and you laugh, you're going to have to go through that pain now. But I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to laugh because I remember what it was to go through that. And I'm not going to laugh because I realize that this is you going through your own journey in life. And God is going to have to show you, like that little boy who cried wolf. He told so many lies. Now he's a grown man and he's going to have to be met to suffer because of all that he did. He thought it was funny when I was crying. He thought it was funny when they were making up stories about me. He thought it was hilarious when they tried to unalive me. But you know what? God's not laughing at any of this. Because God is the one who set up the chessboard to see how many people and who would actually participate and play the game. And everyone knows that you do not sacrifice your queen. But yet you say you want to play the chess game, but nobody has the patience to play chess. So when I say checkmate, when it happens this time, you're going to feel it. So when they said that girl's from New York, one thing you need to learn about New Yorkers, especially the ones who grew up poor, their experiences that they had make you so low to the ground, make you feel everything. So even when you're going through these little experiences that you put me through, a lot of you, what you're not noticing is it's not going to sting the same way because New York City already helped me elevate and helped me cross those borders already. I'm the walker. I'm the traveler. I'm the Dora, the explorer in my family. And because I am, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm going to make sure that I persevere. Because you know why? Because I don't give up. Now, you can play the game, toy and labor and do all kind of stuff that you've done to all these people and think that you're going to look like the king and queen. All that dark art that you did to make yourself look like you were most handsomest man on the earth that had all these women stalking and running after you. Your counterpart had people thinking that she was so beautiful. You see, beauty starts from within, then it works its way outside. And I think that's something that maybe you didn't learn. Maybe your parents didn't teach you. Maybe you didn't see it or read it. But you're going to learn that. And you're going to learn that today. You're going to learn that during this point in time. Because when that eclipse met, that was also a landmark in history to say, get your cards, get your life in order, get everything straight now so that you won't have to suffer as hard later. But everybody, was busy celebrating, busy spending other people's money. Busy making another plan to do the same thing on a different day. We are all going to observe and see something that has never been done before. God's going to bring that magic this time. And for those of you who aren't believers, you will become a believer. Because first of all, God is balancing things out. Never wanting to hurt anyone. Never wanting to blame anyone, only wanting to balance things out so that you'll learn from your mistakes and you will learn that we are here to help elevate, to help improve the society. We cannot elevate, not you, not me, not any of us, if we are doing the same thing and expecting different outcomes. You see, if you're not willing to support and love your brother and you rather pull him or her down, you already know the results of it can be negative results. And when I say it's lovely being you, I mean it is lovely being you. When you are looking at the circumstances, reevaluating and saying, you know what, that's my brother, I'm not going to do that to him. Now, that's my sister, I'm not going to do that to her. That's my dog, and I'm not going to do that to the dog. You see, sometimes things look a certain way, and they might seem as though they're being played out a certain way, but you don't know until you start asking questions. And if you ask the wrong people, like there's a guy out there who said he was with me. I never met that guy, never laid eyes on that guy ever in my life. But you paid him to go to court to tell that story. You see, it's almost like while you're in court, there's certain videos being played, and those videos play in a dream state so that the individuals who need to know the information will receive the information. Life is not a movie, and life is certainly not a gamble, but you gambled with other people's lives, and that's the reason why you're going to have to suffer during this time. So, it is lovely being you when you are trying to exercise and make the better choices. It's so lovely being you when you are here to elevate and help your brother or your sister and not continue to try to bring harm upon them. You have a lovely one.